Every Ramadan, I raise money for boreholes in the Gambia. Why? Because the Prophet ﷺ said a drink of water is the best charity. Over the years, Spot has built over 215 boreholes, giving water to more than 100,000 people in crucial places like clinics and mosques. Help me make more, link in the description. Assalamu alaikum guys, and welcome to another episode of Smile to Jannah. What on earth is going on here?
Mr. Goodwin, a bit of an embarrassment, isn't it, to lose to the woke Greens, isn't it? Proud patriot,
Who's
not able
Mr. Goodwin?
to win a British seat. Bit embarrassing, Mr. Goodwin, wouldn't you say?
Mr. Goodwin, the individual that you see moaning about immigrants and Muslims on GB News. He was running for the by-election in Gorton and Denton, part of the Reform Party. What happened?
Well, you've lost to the Greens, sir. You've lost to the woke Greens. You can't beat the Greens. What a joke. A proud...
That's so true. When you think of the biggest political parties in the UK, the Green Party is certainly not at the top. You got Labour, Conservative, and now the growing Reform. But Green Party? Reform losing to the Green? Nah, surely it's a parody.
Proud patriot can't win a British seat. My goodness, to the Greens of all people. You're going to moan about it on GB News? You're going to moan about it on GB News?
Robert Carter, journalist for 5 Pillars. Absolutely spot on, mate. He's followed him outside now.
It's bad form, isn't it, to just lash out at the winners?
He looked at him thinking, is this a different person? Oh, nice. It's the same one. He's followed me outside now. Oh, look at his face. This is gonna hurt, lads. How are we gonna recover from this? I've lost a by-election in Gorton and Denton. How on earth are we gonna spin this one, lads? Yeah, I'm curious as well. Because, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of us, when we see X, formerly known as Twitter, and GB News, and clips circulating, because obviously in our circles you'll have these controversial clips circulating, what Tommy said, what GB News has said, and as content creators we have to respond to that, just so when people see it they won't be affected. But all of this gives the impression that these people have a large and prominent voice. However, let's look at the results. So the results were Hannah Spencer of the Green Party got 14,980, let's just say round about 15,000. Matt Goodwin got 10,500. Flaming Nora, mate. That's like 5,000 vote difference. So this shows, this demonstrates, this proves that a lot of the UK people are smart, are intelligent folks. They're not sitting on X, they're not watching GB News. You go, you interact with them and you will see, hopefully you will see in the comments of them saying, yes, finally, thanks for acknowledging it. One of their responses was, yeah, they got the Muslim vote, isn't it? These Muslims. Well, let's have a look at Gorton and Denton's demographics. The Christian population is a whopping 44,000. 44,000 compared to the Muslim, 31,000. And none is 29,000. People that don't identify as any religion. So Muslims and let's just say atheists and agnostics are pretty much, and let's stick other in there as well, they are pretty much in the same boat. So Matt Goodwin said, we are losing our country. No, you lost the election, mate. A dangerous Muslim sectarianism has emerged. Huh? Sectarianism? We have only one general election left to save Britain. Mate, you couldn't even save Gorton and Denton. Vote reform every chance you get. They didn't. I will continue the fight. Don't bother, mate. I will always fight for you. Couldn't even fight for yourself, mate. I will stand for the next general election. No thanks. And Novara Media posted, local plumber Hannah Spencer. Look at her. She's a white, British, blonde woman and working class. She's a plumber. Has defied the odds to win the Gorton and Denton by-election for the Green Party after beating Reform into second and Labour into third. Labour's cooked. Spencer said in a speech that we are being bled dry. Instead of working for a nice life, we're working to line the pockets of billionaires, she said. I see you and I will fight for you. Seems like they voted for the right person, frankly. The other guy just seems like a sore loser, frankly, into identity politics. Then Sanjita Miska I think she was unfairly removed from LBC. So she says the Green Party's local, white, working class, female candidate, Hannah Spencer, wins the election in a historic victory. Yet, Reform's GB News TV star, white, male, middle class candidate, Matt Goodwin still finds a way to blame his loss on the Muslims. Yes. God, look, when in doubt, just blame the Muslims. That's what you gotta do. Yeah? Don't worry about coming up with these complex policies. Just blame the Muslims. And that's exactly what these guys did. The Green Party were releasing their literature in Urdu, in Bangladeshi, and you could see them holding the Palestinian flags with their voters, playing Ana Falastini. These guys were like, aha, why have they got a foreign country's flag, mate? What are they doing? Don't vote for them. No, listen to their policies. Doesn't matter, because Muslims listened to people's policies. Zia Yusuf, the shadow Home Secretary of the Reform Party, he claims to be a Muslim. And the mayor that they're putting forward, Layla Cunningham, claims to be a Muslim. The Green Party are currently flying Pakistan and Palestine flags in Gorton and Denton because nothing screams patriotism like flying a foreign flag.
Vote Green, vote for humanity, vote for Gaza, vote for Palestine, vote for Gorton and Denton. Let's make our area the best it can be.
Respect to these guys that understand that they have a diverse vote base, that there's genocide taking place, that there are people of different identities in that country. And just because you're holding a different flag doesn't mean that you are against a country that you're living in. Farage also jumped in. This election was a victory for sectarian voting and cheating. Okay, let's see what he says. So Zach Palansky, the gay Jewish leader, whom was voted for. Why? Because he's against the genocide. He's got good policies and frankly, he's just better than the other candidates. Let's see what he said.
Nigel Farage has said this election was a victory for sectarian voting and cheating. So what's your response to that?
Well, Nigel Farage is a sore loser and he just lost an election badly.
Oh my gosh, the guy just came with shots. This guy's not playing no games.
I think more to the substantive point though, Manchester City Council, who are obviously independent in this, have been really clear that there has been no irregularity. Police officers were at every single polling station and there's no finding that anything was seen or anything untoward happened. So actually just once again, Reform are spreading misinformation and smears and the press and the media seem to repeat them.
i.e. Sky News, yeah?
Well, I'm just repeating what Democracy Volunteers has said. Is that something that you're not concerned at all?
I don't think anyone had heard about Democracy Volunteers. Until yesterday. I think it's really important that the media, and I'm talking to all media by the way, I'm not just talking to you.
This guy knows. It's like we're being cooked. Is this live? Is this real life?
But take responsibility that when Reform or Nigel Farage says something, they don't just keep repeating it. And actually, I've been asked this several times this morning. Manchester City Council, who are independent, have been really clear that there's no irregularity happening. So why are we still having this conversation?
Amen to that, brother. You can see some people saying, loses fairly convincingly and then blames Muslims. There are some dangerous people in British politics and he's near the top of the list. Nice to see Gavin's got his head screwed on properly, mate. Abu Hafsa goes, Islamists that want Sharia law have voted in a woman whose party leader is a gay Jew. That's what Reform are running with to explain their defeat in Gorton and Denton. Nice try, lads. Nice try. Socialist opera singer goes, so lots of Muslim women voting for a white working class plumber from a party led by a gay Jewish man was sectarian according to Farage, the loser. Now listen to this, yeah? This is a very vital clip.
I want a national unifying politics which puts Britain first, not Pakistan, not Gaza, not any other foreign policy thing. Britain first.
Okay. Israel? Oh, he jumped the gun there too quickly. Britain first, yeah? Okay. That's a fair point. If a person's going to be consistent, put Britain first. First means not second, right? Not third or joint first. No. First means first. So let's see.
Britain first.
Not Israel?
Oh, don't do this to me. Oh, I think I just did a poo. Let's rewind this again. Just see the timing. Just see him squirm.
Not Israel?
Well,
Not Israel. The media's just been talking about Israel and the
Shouldn't
IDF
have talked. They should have just let the silence fester.
for the last 4 or 5 days. That's what they talk about. You wouldn't think that high streets in this country are on the, are on the way down, or public services aren't doing well, or people are struggling with their bills. I hear so much about Israel.
Is that a fair point?
well, my personal view is Israel is a very close ally. Well, until recently, it was a very close ally of the United Kingdom. We should look after our allies. Unfortunately,
No, we shouldn't.
So his response to Britain first was, what about Israel? All he should have said was, yeah, Israel comes second to Britain. But he just can't say that. Why? Why can't you say that? Lie. Just lie. But no, he can't. He's on GB News, you see. Where's their funding coming from? He got cooked with that one. He got cooked. What's this one?
Why did you produce a leaflet in Urdu in Manchester?
We produced a leaflet in Urdu because we want to communicate with people who speak Urdu. I think that's quite simple. Also, there's a genocide happening in Gaza that our government are not just complicit in, but actively enabling through the selling of arms and the sharing of intelligence. This isn't something, by the way, that just the Muslim population care about. Myself as a Jewish man, I care about it. People of non-faith care about it. So I think to call it sectarian is a pretty grim and dystopian view of what actually is a human rights issue.
He cooked them nicely with that one. That was a nice one. Let's hear why. Do you think this is a winner?
Don't let Mad Zap hypnotise you into voting Green. They want to legalise all drugs, crack cocaine and heroin. They want open border chaos. Keir Starmer looks like a robot. Doesn't understand the British people.
I think we've cracked the code and figured out why this guy didn't win. And hate to break it to you, it's not because of the Muslims. He's not cut out for this. This was what was trending. So his name, the reform guy, Matt Goodwin. Matt Bad Loss. Oh my god, they suck so badly. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. A ray of light in these dark times, or dark times as they seem to us because of certain people like Elon Musk that have taken over X and swayed the algorithm towards the far right and the likes, and of course people that are funding Zionist funding that's going into GB News, looking into separating this country based on identity politics, when the reality is people are struggling hand to mouth, and we need to be talking about which party is going to put the people first, not the hate first. Let's leave it there, guys. Until next time, Assalamu alaikum.